Welcome to Maths class grade 6. Today we will be learning a topic fraction, in that subtopic representing fractions on a number line. Before I introduce the subtopic to you, I would like to tell you a small story. There were two siblings, Raj and Riya. Every day while returning back from the school, they used to eat cupcakes. The mother used to keep one cupcake in each of their tiffin box. One fine day, the mother forgot to keep one cupcake in Raj's tiffin box. That day, Raj was very hungry. Riya noticed that there is no cupcake in Raj's tiffin. So she divided her cupcake into two equal halves, and she gave one half of the cupcake to Raj, and the other half she ate. While they returned home, the mother was very happy to know that the children had learned the art of sharing. Let us see more in detail about fractions.
Let us first understand what is a fraction. As you can see, this is a circle. Now, if I divide the circle into half and then I further divide it into another half. So, the circle is now divided into 1, 2, 3 and 4 equal parts. From the same divided circle, if I take away one part out of the 4 parts, it will be represented as 1 by 4, where 1 is the numerator and 4 is the denominator, which represents the whole part of a divided circle. Now from the same divided circle, if I take away one part, so what I have done is, I have removed one part from the entire circle. Now I will represent it as 1 by 4, where 1 represents the part which you have taken out and 4 represents the total number of parts of a circle. Whereas now in this particular circle, the remaining part is 3 by 4. That is how I will represent the remaining part, where I am left with 3 parts out of 4. And children, as you can see over here, there is 1 by 4 and 3 by 4, where when I took out one part from the entire circle, I wrote the numerator as 1, whereas the denominator was 4. The denominator here represents that there were total 4 parts. Similarly, for the remaining parts, the fraction is 3 by 4. So where the numerator 3 denotes the number of parts which are left, and the denominator 4 denotes the total number of parts in the circle. So from this above example, we can say that fraction represents a part of a whole or a group. So fractions basically tell you a part of a whole or a group. Let us move forward and understand what is a number line. This is one of the most important aspects that we will be learning today. I will make you understand this concept with an example. But before that, let us see what is a number line. A number line can be defined as a line with numbers. So there is a straight line which has numbers which are placed at equal intervals. If you can closely observe this line, the numbers are placed at equal intervals, and there are numbers on this line starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. A number line can be extended infinitely in both directions. So basically it's a line, so you can extend it in both the directions. Now let us understand how to draw a number line. As you can see, there is a hole. So this is a hole, and now when I divide this into half, you can see two parts of a hole. So what I have done is, I have divided this hole into two equal halves, and now I will represent the half of this hole on a number line. So let us see how we can do this on a number line. So I've drawn a line, I've marked it as 0, which is the starting point, and 1. Let us understand that if I have to represent this half of the number line, this half is a smaller than 1, right children? So I have to represent this half on a number line, where 1/2 is smaller than 1. So it should be placed somewhere in between 0 and 1. So now I have made one by 2, which is marked in between 0 and 1, where 1, which is a numerator, it denotes that part of a whole, and 2, which is a denominator, it denotes the total number of parts of a whole. As you can see, after 1/2, we have 2/2. And students, it is very important to understand that 2/2 equals to 1. Let us see another example to understand how we can draw a number line. This is a piece of a chocolate, and I want to divide this into 3 equal parts. Let us see how we will represent this. Now these are 1/3 part of a whole. So this will also lie between 0 and 1. So now we will have to make markings at regular intervals to denote this 1/3. As you can say, I have marked 1, 2 and 3. After 0, I'll write 1/3. Why am I writing 1/3? Because the total number of parts of a chocolate piece are 3. So 1/3. So it represents one part out of the total. Moving forward, it will be 2/3. And the third part will be 3/3. As I've explained you in the earlier example, 3/3 equals to 1. Let us take a sum now, where now we have a number which is a fraction 4/5. where 4 is a numerator and 5 is a denominator. First of all, to draw a number line, you need to draw a straight line. Please ensure that you use a ruler and a pencil to draw a number line. 4 by 5 is smaller than 1. Yes, children? So my starting point will be 0 and my ending point will be 1. 4 by 5 will lie somewhere between 0 and 1. As I have taught you in the earlier example, I have told you that the denominator denotes the number of equal parts to be made. So here it is 5. So we need to make 5 markings on the number line. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. After 0, the first part would be 1 upon 5. Always remember, the denominator will be the total number of parts that you are making on a number line. After 1, you have 2 by 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5. And the next number will be 5 by 5, which is equal to 1. Don't forget to mark the fraction that has been asked in the question. So we have put a point over 4 by 5. Let us see another example. 3 by 6. I am sure you know that first of all we need to draw a line. Now 3 by 6 is also smaller than 1. So the first starting point will be 0. And you remember what did I tell you earlier? That we will have to make that much marking which is mentioned in the denominator. So here we have 6. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So let us start marking the fraction on a number line. After 0, we'll start with 1 by 6 because we have 6 equal parts on a number line. Then we'll have 2 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6 and 6 by 6, which is equal to 1. Now we'll mark 3 by 6 on a number line. Now students, I want you to closely observe these fractions. The first one was 4 by 5 and the second one was 3 by 6. Can you think and tell me what kind of fraction is this? Where the numerator is smaller than the denominator? Yes, you guessed it right. It is a proper fraction. Good children. So when we have a proper fraction and when we have a number like 4 by 5 and 3 by 6, we know it's smaller than 1. So it will lie between 0 and 1. Let us move ahead and see another example. Now students, as you can see this fraction, it is 8 upon 7. Just think for a while, what type of fraction is this? The numerator is bigger than the denominator. And when the numerator is bigger than the denominator, it's an improper fraction. So let us understand how we will mark an improper fraction on a number line. First of all, very important, let's draw a line. We'll mark 0. Moving ahead, if you see the denominator is 7. That means you will divide this number line at 7 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 but the numerator that we have is 8. So 7, we have to move ahead than 7, right children? So we mark 8. And now if you see the denominator is 7, we put the denominator as 7 to all the numbers. Now 7 by 7 is equal to 1, as we know. So this 8 by 7 is greater than 1, and that's why we have to make one more marking after 7 by 7. So here you get 8 upon 7. So this is how you will denote 8 upon 7 on a number line. Let us see one more example, children. Now here you have a whole number which is 1, and you have a fraction 3 upon 4. Can you think and tell me what kind of fraction is this? Yes, it is a mixed fraction. Very good, children. Now let me tell you quickly that whenever you have a mixed fraction, you have to first convert it into an improper fraction. Because here there is 1 as a whole number, you have 3 as a numerator and 4 as a denominator. Let us see how we will convert this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. 4 multiplied by 1 plus 3 divided by 4, which equals to 4 plus 3 divided by 4, which is 7 by 4. Now I am sure you will have understood that this is an improper fraction because the numerator is greater than the denominator. Let us now mark 7 by 4 on a number line. First of all, you will draw a number line starting with 0. The numerator is 7. So we'll have to mark 7 points at regular intervals. 4, 5, 6, 7, and the denominator will be 4. And this is how you have marked 7 by 4 on a number line. Yes, children? Now this 7 by 4, we will mark it as per the question because the question was in a mixed fraction. So we will denote 7 by 4 as 1, 3 upon 4. This is how we are going to represent mixed fraction on a number line. Let us move ahead. Now we have seen that if we had one fraction, whether it was proper fraction, improper fraction or a mixed fraction, how we are going to place it on a number line. But now we have not one fraction, but we have 3 fractions that we need to represent on a number line. First, you need to check what kind of fraction it is. Let us see the first one, 2 by 7. Numerator is smaller than the denominator. Similarly, for 5 by 7, the numerator is smaller than the denominator. 6 by 7, the numerator is smaller than the denominator. And I'm sure you have guessed it right. It is a proper fraction. So let us represent these 3 fractions on a number line. We will draw a number line starting from 0. The last number is 6 by 7. The last fraction is 6 by 7. So we know that it is going to lie somewhere in between 0 to 1. So I've marked 0 as a starting point and 1 as an ending point. If you see the denominator, you will mark 7 markings at equal intervals. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. After 0, we have 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7 and 7 by 7, which we know that 7 by 7 is equal to 1. Let us mark 2 by 7, 5 by 7 and 6 by 7. It's very important to mark the fractions which are asked in the question. Let us see another example. 1 upon 6, 2 upon 6 and 4 upon 6. As you can see here, the numerators are smaller than the denominator. So we will first draw a number line. Please see the denominator. The number is 6. That means you have to divide this number line into 6 equal parts. We always start a number line with 0. We will make 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. As we know, the number is 4 by 6. It will lie between 0 and 1. So let us start from 0. After 0 we have 1 by 6, 2 by 6, 3 by 6, 4 by 6, 5 by 6, 6 by 6, which is equal to 1. Let us mark the points on a number line. 1 by 6, 2 by 6 and 4 by 6. So students, I hope you have understood that how we can represent the fractions on a number line. It can be a proper fraction, improper fraction or a mixed fraction.
I hope that you have understood what is a fraction and how we represent fractions on a number line.